In this lesson, we'll review a sentence completion problem. It's part of the critical reading section. We're on page 909, question 4 out of 5, and this is a difficult problem. It's really tough because of the vocab. So let's take a look. The study's warning that monkey populations were declining in Guatemala and Mexico was blank by new evidence that nearby populations along the Belize River were blank. So let's take a look at the key words. The study's warning that the populations were declining in these areas was blank. And then by new evidence that nearby populations were blank. So we know there's a warning that the populations were decreasing, but we don't know the outcome of that warning, whether it was confirmed or refuted. And it really depends on the two blanks. So you kind of need the answers to help you out, but you should recognize that these two blanks are opposite, because either the warning confirmed that populations were declining. If that were true, then this has to be another declining word. But if the population warning stated was refuted or disproven, then nearby populations would be increasing. So you really have to make sure you understand that these two are the opposite. So let's take a look. We have two blanks here, and we'll just look at, so obviously this is the first and the second. Corroborate. Now corroborate is a good word. You should know corroborate means to confirm. So these two words, A and B, are the same, and I'm also going to give you one more word because we want to build vocab. Substantiate. All those words mean confirm or strengthen. So if you pick strengthen or confirm that the populations were declining, then the second blank needs to be declining, right? So here prospering with corroborate does not work. Those two are the same, so A is out. Confirm is the same as substantiate. And again, if we're going to pick confirm, the second blank needs to be declining. Now, I think a lot of students miss this, and they see extant, and they think, well, it sounds like extinct, and that would work. But extant does not mean extinct. Extant just means existing or surviving, and that's not specific enough. We need a definite word that means decline, and that's it. So be wary of traps, words that sound like words you may think, especially toward the end of the section. Now, belie, this is a great word. Belie means to disprove. Another good word that you might see is the word undermine. So now we're going the other way. If we pick undermine, the study's warning was undermine, then the second blank needs to be like increasing, and dwindling does not work. That would work with corroborate, but you see you have to keep track to make sure these two are opposite. So dwindling is decline, does not work. Diminished is another disproven or undermined or belied word, and we need a word that means increase, but debilitated certainly does not. That's another decrease word, so that's out. And the answer here is E. Temper is another word for to diminish. Temper your enthusiasm. It's a reduced word, so these two are pretty synonymous. But remember, if we pick disproven or refuted, this second blank has to mean increasing, and certainly thriving does mean that. And so the answer here is E. But tough vocab, and also keeping track of how these two words relate. So keep working on vocabulary, and the answer here is E. All right, see you next time. Thanks for watching.